The artwork of Caspar Collins? Is that the one that you were talking about? What was his name? Was he Colonel Casper?
Lieutenant Colonel, I think.
Oh, Lieutenant Colonel.
It says right there, there's a picture of him. What's it say?
Oh, yeah.
Second Lieutenant.
Second Lieutenant, yeah. Caspar Collins. Very interesting. Battle of Platte Bridge. Hey Mike, you see this? Fascinating. Gloves. Shoshone gloves. 1930s. Long before its association with the German Nazi Party, 1920 to 1945, the swastika was used as a decorative element by ancient Persians, Egyptians, Romans, and Greeks, Hindus, and Buddhists, as well as by Native Americans. Very interesting. Huh. Today, the swastika is still widely used in India and is associated with good fortune, luck, and well-being. Its meaning for other people, however, is as diverse as the groups that used it. These gloves were commercially made and have a cloth lining inside the cuff. They were later decorated with glass beads. A very interesting thing. Oh my goodness. Try on your uniform. No thanks. I'm okay without getting, more sweaty. What is this? Laramie River. And some baby carrying items. There were predominantly 6 Native American tribes that lived in Wyoming during the mid-19th century up until the 1890s. They were the Crow, Lakota, Shoshone, Cheyenne, Arapaho, and Ute. All of these tribes were independent, having their own government and leadership. The tribes were nomadic, traveling with the season or to follow game. And there's how they were. Hey, wait a minute, Mike. The Crow lived in... No, this is... Huh. Interesting. This thing needs to be updated because the Northern Cheyenne Reservation is like really big now. Extends into Wyoming. Little scene. What is that, cavemen? That is cavemen. Very interesting. You can partially see in there. Oh, and they're making jerky right there. Very interesting. Now that's where my mammoth went. Do 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 do. What is that? What does BP mean? Paleo Indian. Okay. To represent the earliest known inhabitants of North America, the Clovis culture. The first Paleo-Indian occupation discovered in Wyoming and is associated with mammoth hunting. Other cultural contexts of the Paleo-Indian found in Wyoming include Goshen, Folsom, Agate, Basin, Hill Gap, and Cody. All of these crazy things. Be a good steward. Late prehistoric, Middle Plains archaic, just stone tools, period. Trade beads, knives, core, hammerstone. Interesting. I'll make an arrowhead. No thanks, I'm okay. The Casper buffalo trap. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. To the fair. Oh, they put these on the raft to bring it along. Right. Oh. They tie it on to stumps and stuff. We see transcontinental telegraph. Devil's Gate, Independence Rock, here in Wyoming. Oh, that's right, I said it, Wyoming. Telegraph operator. Okay, well this video is going to be long. So, the Battle of Red Butts. No, Red Buttes. I was just messing around. Ooh. This was a train car. Well, I mean, this is the shape of a fascinating oil capital of the Rockies. Casper is born. Whoa. There we go. First electrical fire alarm terminal. Casper's the first one. From very humble beginnings of killing lots of people and taking their land. I mean, from very humble beginnings. Oil brings wealth, of course it does. That's what happens when it does that. Boom and bust. People with resilience. Play that video of crap. Texaco comes to town. Midwest oil. To This is the standard in oil. Salt Creek oil field. Fire exit only. Oh wait, no, that's. Oh hey, here's some drill bits. Trike. Inside. It's actually not too bad. It's actually kind of funny that, you know, people don't know as much about the swastika as they probably should. You know? I say it's kind of funny that people don't know as much about the swastika as people probably should. You know? Because Hitler originally found it in a Catholic church. And you just took it on camera. Bam! But anyway, and so then he started using it, and it was originally used for like peace and, you know, good fortune and all that stuff, so it's kind of funny. Fort Washakie, named after a Shoshone chief. Not many named after Native Americans. So that's interesting. Fort McKenzie is the one in Sheridan. So Fort Sanders, named after Colonel Sanders. I'm just kidding. There's Fort Washakie. There's the officers' quarters. Cavalry barracks. 1891. Fort McKenzie. What you're saying is that seeing as how you can only get Trona from probably Natrona County.
Oh, there's only one.
Yeah, I know, it's a little tiny dot. Now here's my question. So Trona, which is there in Natrona County, does it only exist in Natrona County, or?
It doesn't. Look at all the uranium.
I know.
Buttloads.
Yeah, we're very radioactive in Wyoming, aren't we? And that's just in.
There's places out here in Shirley Basin.
Yeah.
Where it's so hot that if you park a pickup on it, the tires will melt.
Oh my gosh. So what you're saying is that since in Wyoming supplies 90%.
Look at the oil.
Yeah, I know.
Band's
It's
oil.
actually kind of cool. Yeah, it's funny. The iron was like one little dot. Yeah, copper. Bentonite is interesting.
Yeah, there's a lot of it.
Because it's like. And coal.
It runs in bands that way.
Mm-hmm.
Trona.
Trona only exists in Trona County.
Yeah, it was discovered right there.
Right by
almost where we
here.
are.
And jade.
Yeah, the Sweetwater Station is out where George's other property is. There's a buttload of jade out
Oh wow.
there. He actually has a mining claim that he owns
Oh.
for mining jade.
So what you're saying is that since we supply 90% of the country's soda ash, which of course they use for like everything practically.
What's that now?
I said the soda ash, you know, they use for like everything. And since Wyoming provides like 90% of the country's soda ash, if we actually decided to just split off and become our own little weird independent thing, that'd be pretty interesting, wouldn't it? Considering we've got like oil, coal, everything. Mm-hmm.